Hello, Vudani here, and I'm gonna show you a thief spec that's probably a bit different from other thief specs you've seen. The build is gonna basically be what you might see a rogue to be in other games you've played. However, there are definitely a few catches. The primary focus of this build is subtlety. You're gonna be generating lots of burst damage through stealth attacks, and you're gonna want basically to do a lot of hit and run here. It brings a bow as well, and that's going to help you quite a bit in some of those group fights. You'll be able to pull back and drop down some AoE. The first thing you see here is me going down the trickery tree here to get preparedness. The 3 initiative is very useful for this because you're going to be stealth quite a bit, and when you come out of stealth you're going to basically go all in on someone. As you can imagine, this being a stealth build, you're going to go deep into shadow arts, and the 1 second duration on stealth is very useful, as well as the 2 second stealth on your steal. Your steal will probably be the best opener you have. You'll be able to use that and just get right on someone very quickly, put out a lot of bursts with that, and you'll also get their weapon. That's a bonus. This build really synergizes well with the critical strikes tree here. As you see, you'll get the crit chance on flanking as well as what you get from the precision. You also get the extra initiative, and initiative improves your crit damage. And obviously, the critical hit chance on stealth is key for this. By using 3 different stealth abilities, you'll pretty much be able to appear to be everywhere on the battlefield at once. From what I see playing this build, you'll be able to essentially pop out on someone with your initial steal, kill them in a couple seconds, and then disappear again and be right on someone else. Having these stealths is very useful, not only for getting away but also for opening on people. The venom is quite the addition to really getting people locked down. It's very rare that someone will live through a venom if you get some good crits on them. One thing people often pass up with Venom is the fact that you can apply Venom very early and let it begin that cooldown. So right when you open on someone, it'll proc and you'll have maybe 10 seconds left on the cooldown. So that's it makes Venom and some other poisons a lot more useful than you may think. For equipment, I went for basically as much crit damage as I could get, although there are ways to get more, but I did want to get that added survivability. And when you play this build, you'll notice that you really don't need that much more damage. The survivability is definitely a plus. I'll show you some gameplay here just to kinda get you going with this build. In general, it's all about picking your battles well and knowing your targets and obviously not overextending. This isn't really a spec that you're going to want to push too hard in. And you always do have the bow if you want to sit back and drop down some AoEs on people. It's got a lot of versatility and a bit of support. It's a pretty balanced build. It might not be the strongest for Thief or might not have the best burst, but it's a very fun build to play. I really enjoyed this. Also note that while I recorded these, the steal was bugged. You're not gonna see me stealth when I steal, however, I am stealth. I honestly don't know if other people can see me, but I do know that backstab works when I steal from people. Overall, this build is for someone who wants that stealth experience that they may not have thought was possible with Guild Wars 2. The stealth durations in this game are substantially lower than other games, however, that really doesn't matter too much. The only difference is people will know you're near them, but if you do stealth properly, you'll be able to take advantage of them and that stealth. As always, I hope this video is helpful. If you like the build, let me know. If you have any improvements for this build, I'd be glad to hear it. I'm always looking to figure things out with whatever build I put up. Obviously, I'm not showing you the best builds out here, just builds that I like, builds that I play, and I find effective. Thanks for watching, and I'll be putting up some more videos with this build and other builds pretty soon here.